Hey guys, Nathan from NWB Project here. Just doing a quick update. No, I haven't been very active on video content and creating content lately. A lot of stuff going on with my regular work, but made a bit of a resolution to myself after listening to a Gary Vee podcast the other day. We were talking about making time for your creative and making content and how to make content when you don't really know what you're wanting to do. Basically, long story short, I have no idea what I want to create content for. There are so many ideas in my head, so many things that I'm passionate about, and so many things I love doing. I really don't know what to focus on, and I really can't pick one to focus on for too long because there's a lot of pet projects and a lot of passions and things I enjoy doing, whether it's baseball, whether it's photography, whether it's drawing, whether it's music, whether it's whiskey. There's a lot of different stuff that I love going on with collectibles and buying and selling and entrepreneurship and all sorts of stuff that I love doing. And one of the things he was talking about was actually someone else who's using it as a case study, but he sort of expanded on the point himself, was about just creating content, whether it is 6 different things, whether it is one specific topic. If you don't know, just create content. Something will come out, something will actually start making sense, and something will start getting the response you want, and you'll find what of those multiple different channels and multiple different types of content are going to work for you and is going to actually do what you want to do, and it's going to be that passion for you to create content and help people with and educate people on. So I'm actually going to be branching out into a lot of stuff. This NWB Project channel is going to just be everything. I know I've sort of said all along I was going to do a whole bunch of stuff and I was going to get to it all, but I was sort of carrying on, well, not carrying on, I was sort of carrying through on one topic at a time. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to do everything I want. It's going to be just a very open and honest insight into my life and into what I'm wanting to do in terms of creating content and doing my own passion projects and doing my thing and learning and living and loving the things that I'm doing, the things I'm spending time on. So it's not going to be one topic. It's going to be a bit of everything. It's going to be fitness. It's going to be photography. It's going to be drawing. It's going to be music and whiskey. It's going to be lighting. It's going to be everything under the sun that I love doing. And all the little fun projects that I'm doing and fun little things that I'm doing, whether it's learning crypto, whether it's learning NFTs, whether it's learning the mandolin, whatever it happens to be, and all the different projects and styles and things that I'm working on. At the moment, I have actually, you'll see down here, a whole bunch of films actually dug out. I was thinking of it the other day. It was actually another Gary Vee podcast, just talking to someone. I was actually listening to a Chase Jarvis podcast the other day as well about creating and getting back into my photography because it's something that I've let slip. It's something I love doing, but it's something that I haven't been doing enough of. So I've got a whole bunch of films that I dug out. There's a few that were left over in a couple of my old cameras, this one. It's a funky little one. It's been sitting in there for ages in my cabinet. Little Pentax SBO 105. It's been sitting in my cabinet in my collection up in here for a very long time. And I only realized the other day that it still had like 7 or 8 shots left on it with a film that's been sitting there God knows how long. And from memory, that film actually was in the camera when I bought it from Vinnie's. So that's going to be a mystery one. I remember buying it and I had a film in it, and I had a second film with it that I've since used in something else. So I have actually no idea what's on it because it was a partly used film in a camera I bought at the thrift shop. So don't know, we'll get it developed and we'll see what happens. That could be quite interesting. But I'm going to do everything from, so film's kind of the thing that I'm wanting to get back in my photography. I love the film, so I'm going to teach you guys how I go about doing film photography, how about doing my photography in general, but specifically film, from everything from why I love film, the development, processing. I've got a scanner currently sitting under the towel up here, there. It's a good quality film scanner that I bought ages ago and haven't used anywhere near enough. So I'm going to be using that. I'll show you how I scan, how I process it on my computer, all that sort of stuff. I'll show you how I actually do the shots, what equipment I use, both 35mm and a 120, which I have some 120 film developed, ready to go. I do have a couple more rolls there that I've got to go through, and I've got some in my medium format. My nice big RB67 that's sitting up here. Might not be able to see it in the dark cabinet. Let's have a look. Where are we? Oh yeah, she's hidden just there with the unicorns in front of it. So that's my RB67 Mamiya. So I'll be using that. It's an absolute beast of a thing, not really a walk around camera. I actually want to start carrying a camera around with me more often, so I'm considering either that little Pentax or my Canon, the 350 or 300 EOS, sorry, the old film that's got my macro lens on at the moment. I just finished that film that was in there. That was one of the cameras that had the film in it. Finished that off this afternoon. I'll put my little nifty 50 on that, and I might carry that around a little bit more often. Go for walks with the boys and just take photos around the neighbourhood of different bits and pieces. The 100mm is quite a cool little lens as well. I've got my little travel pack camera bag, which I don't actually have on me at the moment because Xavier's got that up at Orange, taking some photos up there. So I know the boys love taking photos as well, so it'd be a good way of spending more time with them and something, little project to do with them as well. So I'll take you through, as I said, all the process from shooting all the way through developing and processing and getting prints. Film photography is something I love. I love photography in general. Film photography is just something that there is just a romance to it. I don't know what it is. The final product just looks different. It just has that different feel. It doesn't matter how high quality your digital films are, your digital cameras are. Film photography just has that, and that sounds stupid, it just feels more real. You can't see the photos unless they're processed, unless you actually have that physical photo or that physical negative in front of you. You can't see the photos. Digital, you can flick through it on your phone, you can flick through it on a computer, whatever. But film is just real. You have to physically have it there. It just has that little bit more romance to it, and that the images themselves just have something to them. They're just that little bit more. They're just a more beautiful photo. It doesn't matter how good you can take the exact same photo with the exact same settings and everything. Can have two very similar looking photos, but the film just has something else to it. It just has that extra little bit. I don't know what it is. I absolutely love it though. It's fun to do. It's fun when you get to develop your own stuff as well. It's pretty cool. It's a fun little process. So I'll walk you through that. I've got all the gear to do it. I've got to get some new chemicals because chemicals I've got a little bit old, probably expired. But I will get through all that. Show you how to do black and white. I'm actually going to learn how to do color. Haven't actually done color development at home before. Have done black and white a few times. Love doing it. Going to get back into it and teach myself how to do color as well, which would be interesting. I might even see if I can get some color, or might try in some color 120 film and put that through the Mamiya. I've never actually done color through that before. It's always been black and white film. So I might see if I can get some color 120 and we'll put that through and we'll have some fun with that. But I'll take you through. I'm actually in the process because I'm cleaning up. One of the things I was planning on doing with my collection up in this cabinet. There is a range from SLRs and little box brownies up in the far corner up here. A whole bunch of box brownies, random little point and shoot Kodak cameras, probably easy to come over and show you. A whole bunch of box brownies and Pentax and little Canon or old school Kodak point and shoots to, as I said, the big RBs and that sort of stuff. One rule I have in my collection is I only have cameras in there that work. There's a few I've got in there that are sentimental value, which regardless of whether they work or not, I'll keep. But I want them all to be working cameras. I don't know, I just like the thought of having a collection that actually works and actually functional, despite how old they are. So I'm actually going to go through one by one, take a roll of film with each of them, and have a little photo album behind them with all the photos from that film, whether they work or not, doesn't matter. Getting them all developed and printed, just so I've got a roll of film through every one of them. Just as a cool little thing in the collection, cool little aspect in there. But I'll take you through the process of all of them. I'll show you shooting with all of them, show you the different outcomes and what they've come, how they've worked and how they haven't worked, and we'll go through all that together, which is kind of exciting. So that's kind of the next project I'm sort of bringing into the whole NWB project. Obviously, my fitness is a massive thing, and it's something I'm still really, really working on. Getting some really good gains. A few things that have changed, which I will do a video on tomorrow. It's getting rather late. I just promised myself I'd do something today, and I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and now I'm doing it. That would be the dogs telling me it's time for bed. So yeah, I'll do another video tomorrow about my fitness and where that's at and what's happening with that, because there's a few things that have changed and a few things that have had to change. Obviously the film's going ahead, and I've got to get back into my drawing as well, because I started getting into that and then that got put on hold because I just ran out of time. So that'll about do it. It's coming up to the 10-minute video, so I will wrap it up there, guys. I will see you all tomorrow when I do a video. I'm going to try and do these every day, whether it's on my camera, my phone like this, or on the computer. I'm going to do something every day because I want to get this content out and start doing a lot more content and helping as many people as I can to learn all my hobbies and have some fun. Talk to you soon, guys.